Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Affirmative. Cool beans. Right.
Fucking dress. Begin! More effort! Come on, come on! Yeah. Seems like it. Nothing, folks.
Everything here. But those guys are already gone.
They're not going anywhere.
How about Hansa?
Eh?
There's no way we can get
Who's there?
One thing, let them blast over here. We're just to do it
Somebody's to do me good. Right. Sleep deprivation does play its tricks.
Hang on.
anything happen. It's just intolerable. This is just intolerable. 2 more hours standing like this.
The group that wiped out the Order outpost and kidnapped Anna takes over Oktoberskaya, a peaceful neutral station. This is a declaration of war with the Order and influential Hansa, which borders Oktoberskaya. Lesnitsky's team, even though quite strong, would still not be enough to start a war against Hansa. I don't get this. What is Corbett hoping for? What is this devil thinking? I don't know, but it can't be good, can it?
Comrade Lesnitsky, the operation is progressing as planned. It will be completed within an hour.
Well, the experiment has been successful. We need to report it to General Corporal. Will you go?
Yes, sir.
relations with the Order. Although we all know what sort of negotiations they're having.
What the? These seem quite like the rats. Well, I have to cut down the drinking and everything else, I guess. Boys are sticking up caravans up there, and I have to just see them.
Who's there?
Shit. Who the hell is there?
Either my ears gone bad or someone's out there. It's the damn drafts. Catching a cold definitely seems a possibility now. I wish something, anything happened. It's just intolerable. Hey, what the hell was that?
Here's...
Well, it's just my imagination after all.
And everything else, I guess.
Boy, do I wish for a stroll.
Shit!
Fuck.
What? Either my ears gone bad or someone's out there. Damn drafts. Catching a cold definitely seems a possibility now.
Everything else, I guess. Grub. Or to cook it too.
One's alive! Burn them too! More, burn everything. Then burn the ashes. That's a fucking nightmare.
What? Stand around gardening what? My own ass? Sticking the caravan up would be alright. This?
attack. And soon, they'll have more important business to attend to.
And that's why we jumped them.
Yeah.
Intruder!
Artyom, stand still, or I slit her throat. So, you came for Anna. Very heroic, but not very smart. Here is the deal. You take off your mask, and I give her to you. I'll count to 5.
Don't do this, Artyom. He'll kill me anyway. He already betrayed us once.
1. You're wrong. 2. I never served Miller. 3. In fact, I'm a man of my word. 4. When it's convenient. 5.
Why did you do that? Hurry! We have to get Kotsavaya.
Stop talking, woman.
There's Hansa. And our men. Suffocating would be a real shame after surviving all that.
They've no masks. We need 2 masks here, now!
The pieces of the puzzle are falling together. And the big picture is horrifying and unbelievable. I will tell the others about this, but I still can't make myself believe it. The Reds have infected Oktyabrskaya, a peaceful station denizens of which never suspected anything, with an unknown deadly virus. And then their mop-up squads entered it under the pretense of saving the station from the epidemic, and eliminated everyone they could. Women, children, old people. To prevent the infection from spreading. And if all this is true, then me and Anna could be infected too. We've been saved from being killed, but we don't know if we're going to survive for long.
The morbid statements.
I have a feeling that everything will end soon. We won't survive this war, Artyom. No one will. I feel alone again. Like when I was a girl, and Father was away on a mission. Nothing around me. Empty and cold. As if I were just a spark from the fire, flying away and then gone. It's hard for me to tell you these things, Artyom. But I want to feel that I'm alive. Touch me.
YouTube might not like that because there's a bit of tit there.
Well, there seems to be nothing wrong with you. Congratulations, youngsters. You, Artyom, may go. While you, Anna, you have to stay some more. We need to finish treating your wound.
Thank God.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go!
Go, Artyom. I'll find you as soon as they finish patching me up.
Come here, darling. Don't look there.
What's that, Papa?
Nothing. It's all right. Just don't look.
When are we going to go home?
Soon. Very soon.
Where's Mommy? Where did they take her?
Mama's home already. We'll be with her soon.
I miss her. I want to go see her now.
You will. But in just a little bit.
I don't believe this.
It's always the kids.
Listen, how much do you think we can use up in one day?
Not this much. There's almost no new patients.
As if the old ones don't need that.
And how many live to become old ones?
Well, less and less of them are dying. So perhaps it's come to an end.
Who's that? Can you see the face? As if... looks like $8. Yes, it's 8. Semetsky, Yuri.
He used to say he'd outlive us all.
Well, all bets are off now. They're going to cut away soon too.
You're damn right.
God save me, please. 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 God save me, please.
Презри благоусловие раба твоего Федора, болезнью одержимого. Отпусти ему все совершения его. Подай ему исцеление от болезни. Возврати ему здравие и силы телесные. Подай ему долгоденственное житие. Мирное твое, мирные блага. Да вместе с нами приносит благодарственные мольбы. Всещедрому Богу, Спасителю нашему, Пресвятая Богородица, всесильным заступлением Твоим, помоги мне умолить Сына Твоего, Бога моего, об исцелении раба Божия Федора. Все святые и ангелы Господни, молите Бога о недужном рабе его Федоре. Аминь.
Hey!
Anybody here, it's dangerous.
Somebody!
Ask the doctor, please.
Crematorium.
You're not going to get away with this. I'm completely healthy. And you like me happy with a corpse no less, suka?
I'm not a doctor.
God, why? Sasha?
So? What do I do now? Hey, what do I do, doctor?
Let me
Well, you know the prospects as well as I.
Are you trying to infect me or what?
I know, but still.
Hey, you were instructed on the safety precautions. On the gloves, on the mask. You signed the papers.
Yes, I did. But the kids, how was I supposed to tell you them with the mask on? They were scared. They were crying.
Not doctors.
Yes, but you didn't save them. And you do it yourself. We're short on people as it is, Pridurak. You could have helped so many.
Yes. Yes, I could.
All right. We'll start the symptomatic treatment and see where it takes us. A mild form has cropped up lately. There are even some cases of recovery. Let's be optimistic. You can't go into the vault. Go through the lab.
So, I don't have to remind you about the gloves and the mask.
Yes, I know that.
Perfect. Now, you take the temperature every hour. Blood samples every 3 hours. Call me at once should any parameters deviate from the pattern.
Of course.
You see, there's only been 2 cases with good prospects so far. We must study them carefully.
Yes, I understand.
Great.
We've been told to handle their stuff, and yet look at all this shit.
Well, what's there to do?
They got off easy, but we got to pack all that.
Yeah? And what's the point, huh? Should just burn it with the corpses and be done with it.
They say it's
He's
to
not
find
wrong.
the source of infection. Bullshit, if you ask me. No way to do that now.
Well, those at the top know better.
You should just burn all the clothing.
So, were you able to isolate the agent?
Slowing down.
Yes and
Like
no.
it. Let's check the facts.
It is
What
an
do we know?
Ebola virus.
First of all,
Trying to cultivate it is useless. It's basically non-virulent now. Without the original strain.
Doctor, you know I'm no medic. Please, explain.
I'm sorry, Colonel. Here are the facts. In the first 2 days, the mortality rate was around 95%. In the third, it dropped to about 25%. Today, we only have 2 new infected, and they have a light infection, prospects of recovery looking promising. Now, as you understand, Moscow never was a natural habitat for this virus, and in its wild form, it remains dangerous much longer.
So, what does all this mean?
It is not a regular virus. It's a weapons-grade strain, engineered to achieve maximum lethality within a short time, and then turn harmless.
Damnation. Where did it come from?
I have heard of a new generation of bioweapons based on this virus being developed before the war. But where did it surface from now, after all these years?
Bioweapons. My God. Just in case, I have some Rangers' questions. One of them could have brought this surprise from the past to the network.
Fucking Lesnitsky did. he's on with the red line. The Reds were quite possibly hoping to enter a station completely wiped out by the virus, but it took too long to do that, and they got impatient. They did not just wait for the outcome, they hastened it. The survivors say that when the purging of the station started, the Reds allowed some supposedly contaminated locals to escape to the neighboring station. Oh shit. The Oktoberskaya Koletsky. But those escapees were closely followed by the execution squads, if not for a team of order fighters who just happened to be at Koletskayev at the time and repelled the Reds. By now they would have 2 stations and Hansa would be cut in half. But the Order managed to avert that.
You should go. It's not safe here.
What's going to become of us? Attention, refugees! Food and water is distributed by newly appointed personnel only after a corresponding record is made in the receiving refugees transfer file. Keep a good eye on your boundaries.
Hold, stop! On your knees! Stop or I'll shoot!
He's not dead.
We told him to stop.
No, he is.
Every day, it never stops.
If you ever find yourself in a situation like this, don't be the mug who thinks it's best to try and get out. It's not. I wouldn't be too trusting of water at the minute.
Move! Move! You can't stay here!
I'm here!
I'm happy to know that you and Anna are alright. We can't afford to waste time being sick now. The Dark One we're looking for could really be the last one. We can't lose him. Let's go.
I have to go. But I have to go back for her insulin. She'll die without it. Yo, boys, I'm here. I can't let you go. How can we buy anything when all we had is back there? And Hansa charges so much. Please. Hansa gave you shelter. Stand back. Shelter to die? I said stand back.
So what about my luggage? What is it? Read the pamphlet again, or listen to the broadcast.
So we stay for a little longer?
Yes, until reinforcements arrive. They took everything from me.
All right. They aren't going to start shit while we're here. But there's something on my mind.
What? The epidemic?
No. It's the fact that they got here in the first place. Why are they so active lately? Why so many patrols? Why send a squad to a plague station?
They be gearing up for another war with the Nazis?
Indeed.
Doesn't look like it. They'd concentrate their forces at the Reich border then. But now they're spreading them thin.
A demonstration of force? Who needs Sparta now when the Reds are solving all the problems?
Could be so. Sure thing. They won't be able to replace us completely. But putting some pressure on their superiors, that they could do.
Not if they come in for us. Then it makes sense.
Damn, am I glad to see you alive and healthy, Artyom. We'd go with you, but we'll have to wait till the Hansa reinforcements arrive. And you're on a tight schedule. Well, I wish you luck. See you back at the base. We did on it, soldier.
The refugees sure were lucky, because Tomelin's rangers were here. Corbett's men clearly didn't expect to be met with machine gun fire.
All this stuff still there? Of course. What were you thinking? I was thinking you had the brain to take something with you. What prevented you if you're so smart? Don't snap at me, bruh. What do we do now? What else? Sit on our asses. And if they come to collect? We just tell them where. Let them collect themselves. And the Reds? Well, they could move out before that. Yeah, right. Looks like they're there for good. We'll think of something. You better be fast. Let's think then. I don't know. Shit. Some thinker you are.
Well, Hansa could not protect the station without help, but they did provide shelter for the refugees. And hospitals. Perhaps that will help.
It was in the bag, and they burned it.
Who can confirm your identity?
They're all dead. Dead. The kids, the
Look, Sergeant, get you down.
Now that Oktoberskaya Koletsky belonged to Hansa, is a cross between a hospital and quarantine zone. All the refugees from the neighbouring stations and everyone who had contacted them are being put in plastic boxes, and that's it. Nobody tries to treat them. Everyone suspected of being infected sits in his plastic cage, and his death sits across, playing stars with him. A minute of this game lasts an eternity. The losers are infected, die, and get burned. Death is too good. Only a player to give his opinions may give his opponents many chances of winning.
Tell us what's happening there.
Hey, don't let us check. And rumors.
Quarantine is no fun and games, as you understand. There have been some casualties. The medics are doing their best.
Well, let's hope this is enough. And here, what should we do?
Let's hope. And you should work just as usual. And take the rumors with a grain of salt.
Thank you. I see. But how can I let you through without identification?
But I'm me.
Sorry, that's forbidden without a permit.
That's our man.
Let this one through. You got a permit.
I think you should stock up on filters and ammo, Artyom. We probably won't have such a chance anytime soon after this.
Well, we sure got lucky the Rangers were here.
Why did they fight anyway? What do they care for us or the refugees?
That's what puzzles me. Where's the profit? Nobody signed any contracts with them. We didn't even promise anything. What were they thinking?
Nothing. It's their job. The Polish Rangers were doing stuff like this from the very beginning.
Indeed.
What? Fighting the Reds?
Nah, if there's an epidemic, dangerous mutants, anything, then Polish sends the Spartans to handle the situation.
And what's up now?
They came because of the epidemic, but we already set up the quarantine and the Reds cleared out the source. So they helped us out so that the Reds don't get too enthusiastic.
And what's the profit Polis is making here? They're far from here. The epidemic wouldn't reach them.
The States had that arranged long ago. Polis handled stuff like this. and nobody touches them. They're neutral. They also handle negotiations if there's a war or shit like that.
Ah, I get it now.
I see. Don't start a war, but benefit from the results. Yes, that's good business.
Sure, but we're not doing commerce to make a loss either.
Best buckshot is made in Hans. You can take that to the bank. Buy these, nobody will give you a better price. You can buy it without a second thought. You won't find cheaper. Hey, Ranger, how about some ammo? These knives are very economical. You can reuse them. Come here, Ranger, let's haggle. Good luck. This is a great gun in perfect condition. Great value. Best choice for the tunnels, Ranger. That's what I call business. Good luck with business, Ranger. Come here, Ranger. I got great weapons. These are select stock. Very economical. The most economical ammo. You can take that to the bank. Hey, some throwing knives. Chief, good luck with your trade.
Artyom, take note of the funds Hanser expends on this quarantine. And they are generally quite reserved with their money.
Attention on the platform.
Perhaps
Open
they are
the
aiming
airlock.
for an additional trump card to use in negotiations at Polis.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Good luck in the tunnels, Ranger.
You gotta use every opportunity you can to get ahead.
In some other time and place, what happened could be life-changing. But there is no time but the present, and no place but the metro for us. And we must do everything we can to save it. I have to hurry and catch up with the Dark One. Anna has to tell her father of what Korbut and Moskvin are doing. Anything else is a luxury we can't afford right now.
We've got outgoing. Open up!
Soon, the leaders of Hansa, Redline, and Reich will meet in Polis, hoping to reach a peaceful settlement on D6. But I know the nature of man all too well, Artyom. War is as certain as the fall of night, unless a miracle happens.
Come through.
Well, we won't catch the train with the Dark One moving along the tunnel. But there is another way. We're leaving the station. Here's our pass.
All right. Are you going to Polis?
No. Open the interline tunnel for me.
And we've got no spares.
But the interline is a dead end, and very dangerous.
A dead end? No way. That's our road to Polis. Open up.
No way.
Let's go, Artyom.
Careful with the generators!
As you see, it's no dead end. That's just what the Hansa authorities claim to discourage people from entering these passages. An unprepared man could easily lose his way here, or even become lost within himself. But as long as you're with me, there is no danger. Most people believe Metro to be just tunnels and stations, a lifeless and soulless conglomerate created by human hands alone. There's a special place in the Metro. The few people who come upon it never return. I call it the River of Fate, because it can change your destiny, wash away the silt of the past, and offer the chance for a different future. If a man enters this river in dire need of such a chance, wishing desperately to earn it, then he might be carried to the place and time where that chance is granted. Remember, we must find the Dark One. It is the only thing we are to ask of the river. The Metro is a living, breathing thing, with a heartbeat, a soul, and a mind.
I remember Corbett calling the operation they were going to carry out at Oktoberskaya an experiment. What if this massacre was not a prelude to a greater war, but just a test of a new monstrous weapon? What if the Reds are simply distracting Order and Hansa, all the while preparing a much more powerful, overwhelming attack? I wanted to be a soldier, to protect humanity, but all the blood I spilled didn't help me prevent the war that's already started. I didn't become a superhero capable of killing the villain and saving the whole world. Not that I didn't dream of it, everyone does, but when the war starts, most turn out to be just cannon fodder. Many don't even survive their first engagement, and I, as a little gear, can only spin on the predetermined axis and watch the massive flywheel of slaughter unwind. That perhaps is why I am going with Khan. This might be my only chance to change anything.
We got to be careful here. It's an abandoned place. Hear that? Get just some monsters, nothing else. Let's go. All right. There's something behind these cobwebs. Intriguing. Is that a sign? The grate is rusted and poorly attached. Give me a hand here, Artyom. 1, 2... Continue burning it, Artyom. Look, water. We're almost there. Pretty close. Darkness envelops us. We must not get lost in it. Do not rush, and don't be surprised by anything. It is a strange place. You can pick it up. I think it's for you. stay here for long.